Hello, I am Alexandra Woodier Sharon. I am the President and CEO of Empress Royalty. We offer you a strategic approach to investing in gold and silver. We're listed on the TSXV under the symbol EMPR and on the OTCQX under the symbol EMPYF. Here are forward-looking statements. I suggest you have a read of them. They're also available on our website, as I will be making forward-looking statements throughout the presentation. Okay, Empress. We are a royalty and streaming creation company, which means we directly invest into companies, helping them expand production or to get into production. We are 100% gold and silver. We currently have 4 key assets, which are all generating revenue now. We were forecasting about $6 million US in revenue this year. We put in our Q3 financials a couple weeks ago. We've already brought in $5.4 million. We have a strong management team and a mining finance background, over 250 years of experience, completed over $6 billion in mining finance transactions. We are looking to grow the portfolio and bring similar ones into the portfolio we've done to date. The net asset value of the portfolio currently is about $70 million US, and our market cap is just under $30 million US. So we're trading at a significant discount to our actual value. There's a lot of amazing speakers here at this conference. Jay's put an amazing show on, so I won't spend too long on the case for gold and silver, as I know there's various panelists talking about this. I'll focus more on what our business model is here. So, royalty companies. Here you're looking at a chart that shows how the royalty companies have outperformed both the price of gold and the gold miners ETF over the last 10 years. And obviously the top line there is the royalty index. Taking a step back, what are royalties and streams? Some of you may be familiar, but for those of you who aren't, a royalty is where we invest into a company and we receive a percentage of revenue from that production. A stream is where we invest into a company and we're able to buy gold or silver at a deeply discounted price. We pay 20% of spot, so that's an 80% discount that we're getting the gold and silver. And at Empress, we do a combination of both, but mostly streaming as we're directly investing into those companies. And when I get in the portfolio in a few minutes, I'll really sort of highlight the economics and why we do it and how it works. As a shareholder, again, you're getting direct exposure to gold and silver. We have a globally diversified portfolio. And we're getting high returns without the typical costs of investing in a mining company. We don't have those capital costs or those high operational costs. We set up Empress 4 years ago with the thesis that the junior side of the market could use the streaming finance to get themselves going. The streaming companies are doing larger investment sizes of $100 million plus. So we set up Empress to serve the smaller side of the market. All of our investments we make, we take security over the assets. We have a long-term perspective where they're going. And most importantly, we have a direct relationship with the company. So we've got monthly reporting. We go to site. We're really able to do extensive due diligence and monitoring of our investments. Our managing investor is Endeavour Financial. So my background, I started at PwC. I became a director at Endeavour Financial of Structured Finance. I teamed back up with David Rhodes, who's the managing director, and also our executive chairman to launch Empress. So this really allows, with them being our investment manager, to punch above our weight. We've got access to their geologists, mining engineers, financial analysts, to not only source opportunities, be able to quickly vet them, and then structure them on the current terms and bring them into the opportunity. The team, we have a strong mining finance that I keep mentioning. Myself, Nora Pincus is here with me. She's VP Corporate Development. She runs the portfolio and hunts for new opportunities. David Rhodes is our chairman. Jeremy Bond runs the Terra Natural Resource Fund out of Australia. He's one of our founders and large shareholders. And Natasha Kiernan, who will be speaking with me at 3:30 today on the main stage with Rick Rule and Maria Smirnova. She's our lead director. Jeremy, David, and myself and Natasha are all on the investment committee. Our investment criteria. So again, I'll go through the portfolio in a moment, but the asset stage, they're producing assets or near-term producing mines, which means it's revenue coming into Empress. Only gold and silver. Currently, we're in Mexico, Peru, Mozambique, and South Africa, and we'll continue to look at opportunities in South America and Africa as well, where we're able to get some great returns. Investment size, up to 25 million. Right now, the sweet spot really is 5 to 10 million, and we're able to fund that with the debt facility we have, and I'll talk more again about that. We invest in people. And again, we're using our network through Endeavour, through our board, through our management, who have excellent operational teams, have the expertise, and need that additional capital. All of our investments have a strong ESG focus as well. So I'll touch lightly on each one of these. We're going to be at the booth for the next couple days, and I know we're running behind time here, but we can talk more in detail on any of these investments. Talahueto is a silver stream. This is on Luca, who I believe is also here, their underground mine in Mexico. We invested $5 million when it was a development stage asset. The $5 million for that, which was helping them get into production, and they've just gotten there now. We get 100% of their silver, which is a byproduct. The annual cash flow coming into Empress is about $6 million when they're fully ramped up, which will be happening this year. And the net asset value of that is $26 million. And for anyone that's on the finance side, I'm using $2,500 gold and $21 silver throughout the presentation. We have a private company we invested in a couple of years ago. This was a producing asset that needed additional capital. We invested $10 million. We've received just under $5 million so far back on this investment. We get 4.5% of their gold. This is allowing them to expand their production, get into some new faces. Annual cash flow is close to $5 million a year, and the asset value of this one's $21 million. Galaxy was one that we invested in South Africa in March last year, provided them $5 million. You can see there the mill, the capital we provided them for some new underground equipment and to open up some new faces. This one is just starting to ramp up now, and in our revenue forecast, you'll see more significantly that coming in this year. And the cash flow is about $2 million. The net asset value is 14. Then we have the Manico Gold Royalty in Mozambique. We originally invested $3 million into this. It was about 3 years ago. It was development. It's now in production. We've received over $3.5 million to date from this investment. The annual cash flow is about 1.3. It's obviously been proving to be significant than that. The pipeline. So we are looking to take what we've already built to date, add in new investments. Nora and I are very much out there looking for new opportunities and bringing the right ones into the portfolio. We go through an extensive due diligence process. So not only is it sourcing through people that we know, knowing the management team, the board, but it's also doing the desktop review. Then we hire third-party engineers, and we really do extensive due diligence. We are patient with our capital allocation. The deal has to make sense, especially as we're growing now, to bring that diversification in. Revenue on the rise. So in 2024, we were forecasting $6 million. Next year, we're forecasting sort of between $12 and $15 million, and obviously it significantly jumps from there. So we should be on track next year for another double in our revenue. When you look at how we're trading compared to our peers, we're trading on a significant discount on all key metrics. If you look at the price to cash flow, we're trading a 60% discount. The industry average is about 25 times. So if you just take what our revenue is for next year, and we're forecasting $10 million, 10 times, we should be a $100 million market cap. But using obviously current prices, it should be a lot higher than that. We have a strong shareholder base. We currently have 118 million shares outstanding. Our market cap is only just under $30 million US. We have, as of September 30th, about $1 million in cash. Obviously, we've been building that cash reserve up as more money's been coming in. And we have a debt facility. So we did a $28.5 million debt facility with Nabari, a private debt fund, in December last year, 2023. And that allowed us to draw down $3.5 to pay existing debt, which we've been doing, and that's and $5 million for the one I mentioned in South Africa. So we now have $20 million US available to us to build out the portfolio and bring new investments in. Our key shareholders: Endeavour Financial, Terra Capital, Rick Rule, Maria's fund from Sprott, Frank Holmes from US Global, Stephen Gleason, Ryan London. We're very fortunate to have some very supportive shareholders. Management and board own 25%, and around 35% is held by the strategic and institutional investors. So near-term catalysts. We're going to be building the portfolio out. Our financials will be coming out soon, demonstrating we're delivering on what we've predicted. And with the being tied so closely to the precious metals, we believe we'll also see a lot more growth in the company and building the portfolio out. In summary, our net asset value of the portfolio is $68 million. We're forecasting close to $80 million in revenue just on the current portfolio over the next 5 years. Our market cap is just under $30 million. We have growing revenue, expanding the portfolio. We're substantially undervalued. We've got a track record of doubling revenue, and we have the expertise to be able to do this. Again, we're around for the next couple days. Please come ask more questions. Obviously, we love what we do, so I'd love to talk to you more about the portfolio. Thank you so much.